to get things going, especially in the passing game. I mean, Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, these were 2,000-yard receivers a year ago, and Thielen voiced some frustration after the game.
At some point, you're not going to be able to run the ball for 180 yards, even with the best running back in the NFL. And that's when you have to be able to throw the ball. You have to be able to make plays. You have to be able to, hit the ball, the deep balls. You have to do that because otherwise it's too easy for teams to just tee up and rush the quarterback. So we have to be able to run the ball and pass the ball. In this league, you cannot be one-dimensional. It's just too easy to defend.
Adam Thielen walked back those comments, saying my comments yesterday after the game was a very broad sense. I think any team is going to tell you they can't be one-dimensional, and that's not a shot at anyone. That's not taking shots on coaches, players, nobody. That is just saying. Okay, so let's just have it out here, guys. Oh, there's more here. Okay, well, I feel like he tried to be a good soldier about it. This is a guy who had, 2 catches in this game after having a 1,000-yard season. And then, of course, we have Stephon Diggs' response.
What's Stephon Diggs have to say?
As well.
Oh, nice. Oh,
yeah.
I got words. I got nothing.
So they might need to work on balancing up this offense, right? It seems a little bit one-dimensional, right? But maybe it's a squeaky wheel gets the grease thing with Adam Thielen.
Mm-hmm. What Adam Thielen is doing is basically calling out the game plan. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. We just talked about Delaney Walker and how he sat in front of his locker last week and said, players are sensitive, and these young guys need to learn how to take criticism. I'm the first one to raise my hand and say, so do these coaches, because these coaches are egotistical. They're usually the smartest guys in the room. And because of that, when you're setting up a game plan, it's my way or the highway. And sometimes D coordinators, offensive coordinators will be so stubborn in their game plan that they won't bend or fold because they feel like I created this game plan that should be successful if you as a player run it right. What Adam Thielen is saying, when you look at the success of the Patriots, and they're the prime example, and I get it, they're the top of the top, they can go week by week deciding to use the run to open up the pass or use the pass to open up the run. And if you have Dalvin Cook, you're not going to go in each game saying, all right, let's just use his legs and hopefully we'll win this game. So I agree with him 100%. There has to be variety. They say it's the spice of life. If you mix up your game plan, depending on who you play, you'll have a better chance of being successful.
I feel like this is the last 10 years with the Vikings. It was Norv Turner, then it was John DeFilippo, then it was Bridgewater, then it was Keenum, then it was, the kicker. We weren't happy with Blair Walsh. And there's always someone to blame, and now it's, last year DeFilippo didn't run enough. Now we run too much. Is there such a thing as just balance and coming out and being a normal football team where it's not so extreme, like the three porridge, whatever you want to say?
Figure it out.
I feel like week to week it shouldn't be this, and season to season it shouldn't be this. At some point, the Vikings have an identity. Here's what we are. We're going to stuff it down your throat. We're going to kick you in the mouth. And that's what they are. And they try to change it week to week. That's where you get into problems.
We've arrived at porridge. I think this is very simple. Kirk Cousins needs to be a better player. We know that. He knows that. Khalil Mack isn't going anywhere in this division. The Packers defense is getting better in this division. The Lions defense is way better. And Kirk Cousins has too much talent to not play better, because we can hit all day long about the big games, the primetime games. Now we're talking about the regular season games, guys, the 1 o'clock kickoffs. Where is that guy who went up and down the field against the Rams last year? Where is that guy in his first start ever for the Redskins, lit it up? Where is that guy who never lost to Michigan in college when Michigan used to actually beat people? All things go away if Kirk Cousins plays a little better, or maybe even a lot some days, and he knows that.
He's been struggling. When I heard from Adam Thielen, I did not think he was calling out the fact that Zimmer and Stefanski want to establish the run. That's what they've been telling us that they want to do for the past couple of years. It's him saying at some point, what did he say? You have to be able to make plays. You have to be able to hit the deep balls. You have to do that. I don't think he's talking to Stefanski. I think he's talking to Cousins.
He's talking to both, Kay. It starts with the game plan. And then after that, the quarterback has to execute it.
We'll see if they can improve. They go on the road to face the Giants.
Red hot Giants.
Kirk Cousins, don't look
it was a rough day.
Like a worse quarterback than Daniel Jones on the road. Don't do that in the NFC North. All right, Will Sub is out in the newsroom in Culver City this morning. Will, what's shaking from coast to coast, bud?
Hey, what's going on there, Kay and Fells? Well, as Sam Darnold's spleen goes, so goes the Jets season. The quarterback pointing out that his spleen is going to do what it's going to do. Gangrene hopes the spleen won't be temperamental and will do its job as a vital organ of the human body. Darnold doing his part to recover from mononucleosis. Darnold cleared to participate in non-contact work. He even had a chance to sling the Duke. His status, though, for Sunday's game against the Eagles is still unclear. He was cleared to do cardio work last week. Darnold's teammate, Quentin Williams, looks like he will be good to go for Sunday, according to head coach Adam Gase. The number 3 overall pick was dealing with an ankle injury. Gase saying Williams made a lot of strides in the last week, even going so far as to say he was impressed by how he works to get there. In the nation's capital, the future remains tenuous for quarterback Case Keenum. Head coach Jay Gruden swapping Keenum out for rookie Dwayne Haskins in the loss to the Giants. Gruden hasn't named a starter for Sunday's game against the Patriots, nor does he plan to announce it early this week.
I can make a decision. I can make a decision now. I might have already made a decision, but I'm going to let it play out because I need to see these guys perform. I don't need to make an announcement and then change my mind on Friday. I want to come out here, let these guys practice, and then hopefully somebody will take the job and run.
And maybe that person is Colt McCoy. By the way, we should mention by the end of week 5, there could be 11 different backup QBs who have started in 2019, tied for second most since 1970 through week 5. So we have seen a lot of different quarterbacks in the early going.
That's supposed to be a bad thing, but I kind of like it.
Yeah,
Minshew, Jones, Jace Daniels is good.
Do you?
I like
of the
it
game.
because the guys have been good.
And they're winning.
Yeah, Kyle Allen. I like Kyle Allen.
So true, Will Self. Appreciate you. Daniel Jones has a new toy to play with on the field against the Vikings, and we've got to welcome a lot of guys back after suspensions, guys back from injury. Yeah, Golden Tate is back and will debut for New York, guys.
Good player.
Everyone thought the sky was falling. They're going to be 0-4 when he got back. Nope, not the case.
And who will take the crown from that man, Dawson Knox? He won angry runs last week. Could a wide receiver win angry runs this week, guys? Could it be a wide receiver in the NFC South? Or maybe it's a quarterback? No! Got it all.
Did not get our